Diabetes, our favorite friend. So you should be getting screened at least once every 3 years. Okay, so it has to do with the way your body is able to break down and handle sugar. And one of the things that it affects, it can affect sexual function because it causes nerve damage. It can affect your ability to get pregnant. It can affect your ability to carry a baby to term. Just like the pressure causes nerve damage, eye damage, heart damage, it's the same effect. It increases your risk of urinary tract infections, and it increases the chance of vaginal discharge or vaginal infections. One of the top reasons worldwide that ladies come to see the gynecologist, that discharge or that itch that you just can't get rid of on your own. Cholesterol screening, so to remind you, that affects the way that the heart, it has to do with helping every part of the body function. That you should have screening at 45 and then 5 years thereafter. Okay, even if you start earlier. Blocked arteries are responsible for heart attacks, and they can cause pain. They interfere with circulation. Okay, think of it like the plaques build up. So it's like if you have a river and the river bank is coming in, the water has a harder time getting past. So the plaques do the same thing. Wow. Your thyroid every 5 years. And that's a gland in the neck that also has to do with control of function. Colon screening, I'm sure you've seen the commercials a lot on the TV, so you can just watch one of them. We are fortunate we have about 4 or 5 gastroenterologists in the country, so it's good, definitely once you're hitting 50, to see one of them. So what do we do? How can we effectively improve pressure, sugar, and decrease our cancer risk? I strongly believe, yes, your physician may or may not recommend medication depending on where you are, but I'm a big proponent of diet. We have to change our diet. We have to eliminate foods that increase inflammation. We have to pay attention to what we're putting in the tank to be able to look at the results that we're getting. So we want to look at our rice, look at our pasta, look at our breads. We want to look at our meat. The fortunate thing is, as believers, I assume that you're fasting. And Isaiah 58 and 60:11 says, "Is this not the fast that I have chosen, to loose the band of wickedness, and to undo the burdens, and to let the oppressed go free, and break every yoke?" Even the non-believers have found the benefit of fasting. I said, now look at that. They take what God has ordained, and it's helpful. Even if when you apply His principles, it's helpful.
Yes.
So that should be a motivation for us to be able to modify our diet, right?
Yes.
So anti-cancer foods are things like greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds, the G-bombs, right? So we talked about the screening and the surveillance in the 20s. We talked about screening and surveillance in the 30s. In terms of the 30s, one of the biggest things that people have issues with is abnormal bleeding and fibroids, and that's something that you would review with your primary care physician or your gynecologist. Fertility is usually a big issue for our ladies and gentlemen in that age group too. So anybody that's trying to get pregnant, if you're finding that you're not successful and it's been a year or two, I think it's time to have a conversation with your gynecologist. Don't leave it. Don't leave it till 48 and then decide that you want to try. To start to try and start to work up. Okay? Then we have perimenopausal for our ladies in the 40s. That is the big thing. So we notice that our life change, and it changes seemingly suddenly. So you might find that your periods may change, and you're not old, and you're not quite young, and you're in the middle. So these are changes. These changes your gynecologist can walk you through. And it could be difficult. It could be even difficult to get a good night's sleep. Sometimes when ladies are having the symptoms, it may feel like they are losing their mind. You may have brain fogginess, mental fatigue, night sweats, hot flashes, water retention. It just seems like the body goes haywire. It may be difficult to concentrate, make decisions. It is not in your mind. It is real. And so these are issues that if you have a physician that you can trust, that you can sit down and have a conversation with, because sometimes it's a reassurance and learning and discussing how to deal with these symptoms that can be helpful. So as women, I know you have a lot left, so I'm not going to take up much more of your time, but we tend to be reflective. And then we have menopause that comes for our ladies in 50s and beyond. So the average age is 51. Your risk factors increase after menopause of heart disease and stroke and hypertension. You have issues like vaginal dryness, and you may have a change in sexual function that may have started even before. But once again, you need to be able to discuss these with your gynecologist. You may have leakage of urine, but you didn't have that before. You may have things coming down that didn't come down before. We call that prolapse. These are all important issues that can be addressed. Because as women, we're living longer, and you have a lot to offer. You have ministry to do. You don't need anything keeping you back. So your best days have to be ahead. Every day should be a better day than the last day. Amen. So we are complicated. So as I leave, I want you to remember, Satan attempts to distract us. He wants us to be in a position where we cannot worship and we cannot pray. But God has promised us fullness, and He offers you everything. And He is definitely a treasure and a source. And He Himself has commented on the physicians. Physicians play a part in His ministry. So we have our part to play as well. So I want you to set your health goals. I want you to see your doctor once a year. I mean, take an honest inventory. I want you to get screened for hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, breast issues, and cervical issues. And I want us to focus on prevention. You know, we don't wait for spiritual attacks to pray, right? We're supposed to pray without ceasing. We're supposed to always pray. When you're sick, they say call for the elders, right? To pray.
Yes.
So in the same thing, why do we wait until we have a health problem to see the doctor?
Amen.
When we could make steps before. We hide the word of God in our hearts so that we can't sin against Him. So let us take steps so that we can be at our peak health. God can do it. Watch Him do it. He said in His word, Mark 10:27, that with man it is impossible, but not with God. For all things are possible with God. So I am going to ask you to take those summary points and just ponder on them. And ponder on them with the scripture. And when it's time, prayer gives you direction. And He will put you where you need to be and who you need to see. And continue to trust Him.
Wow.